We asked the next startup to come up, which is Flatfair, also from London, United Kingdom. We actually have startups from all over Europe, Barcelona, Frankfurt, Zurich later on.
Well done.
Now we have Flatfair. Welcome to you.
Hello. Thanks for having us today.
So you're ready, the presentation is ready, so please stop voting on the other startup now. We're starting a new startup. We have 5 startups for you with 3-minute pitches. Here's the next one. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello, my name is Franz and I'm one of the co-founders of Flatfair. And our purpose is we want to make renting more affordable by replacing expensive cash rental deposits with bonds. Like a similar solution already exists in Germany for many years, and we are one of the first ones who bring this to the UK market. So basically our purpose is specifically to cater to about 5 million renting households in the UK and have basically developed a solution which is not just much more fair and affordable to tenants, but at the same time also to landlords, which is a flat bond, where tenants basically don't have to come up with a big deposit, but pay us only a 1-week fee. They are still liable for any damages. But on the other hand side, the landlord is actually protected for up to double the usual amount. So normally it's only 6 weeks as per the standard deposit, and we actually offer up to 12 weeks. So how are we distributing the product? We are using letting agents in the UK, which are one of the key distributors for tenancies, and basically pay them a commission. So over the last few months, we have built significant distribution. So we currently have now access to several thousand tenancies in the UK. We're going to launch in November with the largest independent estate agent in the UK, with more than 15,000 properties under management. And our pipeline is full for the next year or so to basically integrate this product into the letting agent CRM. In terms of the unit economics, so you understand our business model, we are charging tenants this 1-week fee, which is approximately £300, and are planning to sell approximately 300,000 units by the end of 2020. Our margin is relatively favorable. We are reinsured, so we are not selling an insurance policy. So at the end of the day, it's a very low customer acquisition cost, and we have quite a significant share, which we can basically distribute to our shareholders. At the moment, we have built the product, we have built a great team, and are basically now gearing up for our final rollout, and are currently raising our first round of funding. So in case there's any interest in this round, we already have lead investors involved. Let us know and just approach us after the presentation. Thank you.
Wow, woo, record time. Saved 35 seconds. I mean, you could even tell the whole story in 2.5 minutes. Next year will be shorter. Eh? Thank you very much. Very good presentation. Really interesting. Let me look over to see what the jury thinks. Any questions you want to ask? Any inputs you guys have?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. Could you explain the product in 30 seconds again and show me the slides? That was too quick for me.
Sure. Oh.
Can we go back to the presentation, please? Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, so basically instead of paying a rental deposit, which is normally about 6 weeks, you pay us as a tenant only 1 week of rent as a fee, which we keep, okay? And then we are basically issuing a performance bond. It's not an insurance policy, where we stand as a guarantor for the tenant towards the tenancy agreement which is in place. So the landlord is actually benefiting from additional security compared to the cash deposit, which is critical because at the end of the day, let's be honest, the landlord is the decision maker saying, I'm accepting such a policy versus a cash deposit.
How close you are to your 2020 projected turnover?
I'm sorry?
How close you are to your projected turnover in 2020? Like
how close?
Yeah.
Well, not very close yet, but we are basically on a really, really good way. So we think that we can, by the end of this year, so we go live in November, we're going to probably have about 300 to 400,000 in revenues, pounds. The next year, about 7 million already. So I think we're getting there, and we have currently already the right distribution in place. And I believe that is, at the end of the day, the key mechanism here, having the biggest players.
One point about scalability. I mean, you're addressing the UK market right now. How do you see the entry barriers in other European markets and maybe in other fields than residential?
Yeah, so basically we're also eyeing currently also the commercial space. which could also be obviously interesting for you. We had this discussion. On the other hand side, obviously there are different regulations in different countries, but our product is designed to mirror those, and there could also be a rollout in the US at some point.
I have
Some more questions?
two questions. You refer
Yes.
to this being, is this common practice in Germany?
Yes, there's a similar product out there in the German market, that's correct.
Okay.
But it's an insurance policy.
Okay. And so who is backing your bond? Who's underwriting that?
Yeah, so we are reinsured by mTrust, which is a specialty insurer in the UK or global. So that's a very important differentiator of our product. We are not selling an insurance policy, but we are basically selling a bond, and we are basically reinsured as a company.
And you have any traction so far, or you're just about to launch for the first time?
Yeah, we basically currently capitalize ourselves
Yeah. Okay. Great.
and then go live.
Thank you.
You talked about
question?
technology solution. What's your technology? Because it's so far it's financing, right?
Yeah, it's a combination of many things. It's basically the way we structure our UX in combination with the collection mechanisms which we have in place. So for example, let's say there are any damages, okay, up to 6 weeks. We would then collect these damages from the tenants' bank accounts. So basically we have a solution in place that enables us to do that. And that's the reason why this would have not been possible 5 years ago.
Oh, we have some security announcements here. Okay. So one last thing. So I mean, you have a whole auditorium of experts here. People are standing on the sidelines. You have investors, experts. People are interested. If there's one thing you could wish from them, what would it be? How could they help you? What's the most valuable thing at the moment?
At the end of the day, it's feedback. Providing us with your feedback, what you think about the solution, how viable it is. And obviously, we are looking for capital. So if you know someone or yourself, you're interested in putting or investing and you think you can also add strategic value, I think that would be really welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. A big round of applause. Thanks for
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
Thanks for Flatfair.